Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, men and women. It is I once again, Geeter-Burns, and I'm going to do an extra special treat for everybody. So, today we're going to discuss the master candle system. Now, as of late, I've been discussing the ECC11 philosophy. So, for those of you that know it, in quick review, we see that it is 12:07 Mountain Standard Time, and as we can see, or Pacific Standard Time, and we see that these two candles are side by side. In the ECC11 system, we see that this is going to be a sell because the candles are side by side. The last closed candle and the current open candle are side by side, which indicates a sell. Now, what I'm going to actually go over, though, is the master candle system. So whenever there's a master candle, there's a candle with the body and the wick. Shout out to Be Wealthy, getting us these pips. So a definition of a master candle is a candle where the body and the wick engulfs at least the next four candles. So I'm going to highlight the master candle here from the bottom of the wick to the top of the wick. And it's the whole candle, the body and the wick included. And the candle has to be bigger than the next four candles, and it has to be in the wicks of each candle have to be in between the wicks of the master candle. So to verify that, and you can Google what the master candle actually looks like, but I do see four candles that are getting gobbled by this master candle. That's double highlighted now. Now, combined with the ECC11, for a sell, I'm going to definitely say that this is going to sell. Now, what is my take profit and what is my stop loss? Now, I'm glad you asked. So in this video, I'm going to give you the beginner level version of the master candle. Okay, so what we do is we use the rectangle tool to get the master candle determined. Now, I highly recommend that the only two time frames that you use the master candle on is the 1 hour time frame and the 4 hour time frame, because they give you the most accurate story. I always would highly recommend that you check the 1 hour first for master candles, because the tighter the time frame is, the more accurate, the more accurate the analysis is, right? So we had plenty of time to put the entry in. Don't worry about missing pips. It's a 1 hour time frame. Relax. We're going to be good. Now, based upon what I've been taught about master candles, is the previous high indicates the stop loss. So these candles are lower. This is for a sell. The previous candles are lower. And actually the candle goes up. So this is the previous high, because this dips back down again. So this is the previous high. So the stop loss is going to be here. Okay. Now, what does it take profit? I'm happy that you asked also. Hey guys, give me 1 second. Let me see how to do this. There we go, get some fresh air. Okay, so what we do now is we do what's called the trend-based fib extension tool. And what you want to do is you want to zoom in as close as possible for the most accuracy. Now, there's a nursery rhyme that I learned to determine which way you start the position. So it's going to start off as a dot. If it's a sell, we use this nursery rhyme. Low. So what you do is you get the line, down to the bottom of the rectangle for the master candle. So for a sell, we do the following nursery rhyme: low to high, and we go to the top of the master candle. So we click, well, I'll start over. Okay, I'll just start over. So let's delete this. Okay. Trend base fib tool. So we take the dot and we match that line to the bottom of the candle, and then we do the following nursery rhyme. Low to high is down for the buy, so we don't start there. We go high to low, down for show. So I'm going to do it step by step. We take the line here and click on the dot. High to low. Click on the dot again, down for show. We match this line, this top line, to here. So for a sell, it's high to low, down for show. For the buy, low to high, down for the buy. And I'll do a buy master candle video too, just to show you. But if you want to figure it out now and pay attention, that's fine. Now, what I typically do is I jump into the master candle right away if I know it's a sell. As you can see, it's buying up. So I'm still taking the sell anyway. But we're gonna go here, and what we're gonna do is, to make sure that we protect our pips, we're gonna do a sell stop. And that's what I'm gonna enter in the chat pretty soon. So what we do is, the entry level for a sell is the bottom of the master candle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my short position tool, since we're going to sell. Bam. Now we're going to go to that previous high that we mentioned earlier, which is about right here. So that's about 25 pips. Now, to get the most accurate pip count, you want to zoom in on the chart to make sure you're not missing pips. As always, when we're doing analysis, it's just an estimate, so don't get too OCD and carried away. Oh, is it at the right spot exactly? You don't have to worry about that. So for this one, it's going to be a 25 pip trade, but we're going to do a sell stop. That's 66 pips. That's a nice trade. And it's a 2.6 to 1 trade. You always want to trade 2 to 1, at least 2 to 1. Okay. Now, how I trade, as I mentioned before, I just like to grab 10 pips at a time and secure pips. Some people like to do 2 or 3 or 4 TP levels. But for this one, we're just going to do the stop loss in the green is 1.10032, and then the take profit is 1.0911. And this is how you do the math, and it's going to be a sell stop. Now, in the next video, what I'm going to do is do the advanced version, or my advanced version, of the master candle system. I'm going to post this video on YouTube. I'm going to put the trade into the chat as soon as possible if you want to get down for this trade. I love y'all.